60,000 US healthcare workers have contracted COVID-19, 300 have died. Of the health workers who treated patients during the China's COVID-19 outbreak, 50% showed signs of self-reported mental health among pregnant women and new mothers. Before COVID-19 pandemic, depression was 15%, and now during the pandemic, the depression rate increased to 40.7%, and the anxiety before the pandemic was 29%. Now it rose up to 72% during the pandemic. Living under stay-at-home orders, on school or work, and avoiding distractions. And 50% of all students do not know where to go for help for their mental health. Nearly 82% of women surveyed said their lives have been negatively disrupted by the pandemic. Nearly 70% of women who have experienced these disruptions are concerned their career growth may be limited as a result. The World Bank, the global economic outlook during the COVID-19 pandemic, a changed world. The pandemic is expected to plunge most countries into recession, with per capita income contracting in the largest fraction of countries globally since 1870. Internet-affected nations. The COVID-19 crisis has worsened situations. The ILO is more aware than ever. Mumbai mayor says, coming back to India, the third wave is already here. What to do? The city's mayor has said that the third wave of COVID-19 is already upon Mumbai, pointing to a sudden spike in cases. The third wave is not coming, it's here, said the Kishori Padnekar, adding that an announcement regarding the matter has already been made in Nagpur. Speaking of the coming festive season in Maharashtra, the mayor urged people to remain in their homes. Mandals have been asked to allow only 10 people and have them work in shifts. Breakthrough infections found in 25% coronavirus despite getting fully vaccinated. According to a recent study, has revealed giving infections due to the Delta variant. The study jointly conducted by the Institute of Genomics and Integrative Biology, the maximum hospitals in Delhi NCR found that the vaccination breakthroughs were far more common during the Delta outbreak in Delhi than previously reported. All you need to know. Now that we have seen all the statistics across affected the physical health, fatalities increasing, but it's concerning statistics on the mental health of the people, especially younger generations, and which leading to the global peace. Concerning concerning statistics on the violent incidences increasing, it is so. How do we cope up with current COVID-19 pandemic? It is important to address the COVID pandemic, which is seeing another wave, destroying many more lives. Supreme Pontiff of Hindus, pandemic fatigue setting in as a result of leads to delusional thought. Continuous lockdown leads to delusional thoughts like, so what, if I die, it's okay. I can't live forever in this lockdown. Going out and then exposing oneself to and putting the risk on yourself and others with irresponsibility and insensitivity is the delusional arrogance. The global COVID virus pandemic has left the whole world desperately looking for answers. Life as it had been experienced even back in February 2020 is no longer recognizable. Drastic change is the order of the day. With the people in their world, with their society, faith, religion, and health, blessed are those who have had the greatest fortune to be with the incarnation of Paramashiva, the Supreme Pontiff of lives, to carry them through this crisis. With the list //Kailasa./ Now, sustainable developmental goals. Making peace with the nature is possible. If we start now, even amid pandemic, 2021 can go down as the peace with nature and set. For example, we can't achieve the sustainable developmental goals, including ending poverty by 2030, if climate change and ecosystem collapse are under and societies by value and putting its health at the heart of all our decisions. World Health Organization on health and peace related. There cannot be health without peace, and there cannot be peace without health. If individuals and groups enjoy equitable access to health services, fulfilling their rights to physical and mental health, and health actors design neutral health interventions that promote trust and dialogue, and communities are empowered to cope with violent conflict. Then, health coverage is more universal. Grievances can be heard and addressed to generate trust around health emergency. Concerns affected communities are more likely to make meaningful contributions to peace and reconciliation. So, United States Institute of Peace. Amid COVID, we need enhanced international coordination to build peace. Tackling the pandemic and building resilience in fragile states requires concerted international action at low. This crisis will fuel new conflicts around the world while stemming prospects for resolving ongoing ones. Stronger health systems and universal health coverage must be a priority. Special session in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. For the first time since 1945, funded contract, a social contract between people, governments, private sector, civil society, and more, can tackle the roots of inequality with fair taxation on income and wealth, universal benefits, and opportunities for all. Contributions of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism towards the global peace during this pandemic. Vedic tradition beautifully describes Yastu sarvani bhutani atmani ivana pushyati atmanam tadona vigakupshate. Individual goes Whenever an individual goes through a spiritual bliss, he manifests a he is more powerful, he moves the whole village, whole country. If he is powerful enough, he moves the whole world and manifests peace for them. And so global peace is the byproduct. The how to achieve the individual bliss, individual peace by practicing completion. Now let us listen from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism how to achieve the individual peace which leads to the global peace.
Many bodies. Please understand, more deeper space you go inside you, more expanded you become, more one with everything, more oneness you experience. Unified field of consciousness. Various words are used. Some of the word Atma, Brahman. Some of the Hindu traditions use the word Nirvana, Atman, Brahman, Nirvana, unified field of consciousness, whatever. But only to tell you, the deeper and deeper you go in your inner with you, different thoughts of you fights with you. Even you fight with you, the more superficial you go, the more deeper you start traveling. First, you get integrated. The you fighting with you stops. Then, the people around you get integrated. They fighting with you stops. Self, then completion with others, then comes completion with other things, not just living beings, even with inanimate beings. The completion starts happening. Even with the nature, completion starts happening. Please understand, the more deeper you travel, the more deeper you go, the more deeper you settle down, the more deeper you start living. Your cognition expands. More joy, more bliss, more knowledge, more enlightenment. Please understand. The more and more completion happens in you, you will see feels complete with you. In the deepest corners of your being, deepermost layers of your being, deepest parts of your being, you experience such joy. Going into the deepermost corners of your being, not only is a joy, it's a power. everybody around you, every